Right, so we're going to have to create a whole bunch of new routes. We've got 800,000 in the bank. So is this just about creating routes? Let's just bring that up and lock it a second. Use driver/drivers to generate income on a route with a maximum of 12 stops that connects Siegwalden, Oakville, and Port Amber. So normally I do all of these in one go and then drive them periodically. But I think what I'm going to do is create each one for each one and then drive it and do it that way. All bus stops need to be level 3. Now, I'm not au fait with how bus stop levels work. I think it's as simple as, you see, that's 1 of 7. And I think if you include that bus stop on 7 bus routes, that's what ranks it up to level 7. I believe that's what it is. Only thing is, someone would have to change the driver's side on all the buses. Yeah, that is a problem. I think you'd need to have a UK specific bus for that. Whether or not that's going to be available, I don't know. But hopefully, I mean, there's no limitations that I know of in terms of modding. So hopefully someone will be able to produce what I'd love to see, and what I have seen being developed, but I don't know how much I can tell you about, is a double-decker. So a double-decker right-hand drive would be fantastic for a UK map, and it would obviously expand from there. People would, you know, continue to develop and enhance and so on. A British DLC, yeah, that would be good. I'd buy that. I would definitely buy that. Most assuredly. Most assuredly. Hopefully they will. Fingers crossed. All right, let's get on. Let's create this first one here. Whoops. So, 12 stops that connect Siegwalden. So now I've just got to find Siegwalden. What the hell is Siegwalden? That's the port. Port Amber. Siegwalden. Siegwalden, probably. I can see them flashing away. So that's all of those 2, 4, 6 there. That's level 0, 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 that's level 0. Why are they all level 0? It's a bit odd. All right, let's go. The old sawmill. And let's do Siegwalden, because that's quite a big stop. Oh, they're all 6. 0 of 6. And that's quite small because it's 0 of 2. Okay. We'll settle for that because I don't know. And then I've got to come down to, where the hell am I going? Oakville? Where's that? Is that Oakville? No, that's Port Amber. Oh, this is Oakville. Oh, I'm not paying enough attention. Okay, so, right, what's this then? How do I know which one is which? Oh, because they're okay, Siegwalden. Okay, all right, that makes sense. So, we've got to start at Siegwalden. So, we'll start here. We'll go here. We'll do... Oh, man. Is that Oakville? No. We'll start at Siegwalden. We'll go to the Lido. We'll go Oak Street. Do Sawmill. That's level 2. That's, I don't understand what this is. Is that level 2 and that's a level 6? That's level 3 and that's a level 6. So level 6, that's level 6. So I think that's okay. Port Amber. So that's a long drive all the way down here to Port Amber, isn't it? We'll do that, and we'll do that. Excuse me. The level is on the left of the name tag. Oh, okay, right, okay. So you knew that before me. All right, cool. Thanks for thanks for confirming that, because I was a bit confused there for a bit. Okay, so that's level 6. You can raise the level of a bus stop by servicing it yourself. What does that mean? Servicing it myself. What does that even mean? Right, so anyway, we've got to put a driver on this. So let's go buy a bus. Just buy a cheap one, because it doesn't seem to make any difference at all. We'll customize it, we'll put our wrap on. Oh yeah, I forgot I got all the World Cup wraps. These are pretty cool actually. Japan, Canada, Brazil, Australia, China, is that? I think that's China. All pretty cool, but we want this one. This is us. Excuse my belly, guys. Do apologise. In fact, you probably can't hear that, so I shouldn't say anything. All the way down to the bottom, we'll have this. Let's flick this over because it, for some reason, only works in reverse. And zoom in here. Oh my gosh. Zoom in here and locate it where we want it. Where do we want it? That'll do nicely. Lovely stuff. Right, now we just need a driver. So we'll come in, we'll grab. Hello, Aaron. Good, thank you. How are you, sir? Trying to get some progress on the old bus sim career today. Siegwaldern, assign a driver. We've got one driver who's not assigned to anything. We've got one bus that's not assigned to anything. Perfect. Right, let's go do this drive. There's a national holiday today. More people than usual will take the bus. Wow, that's 2 in a row. Fan-dabby-dozy. Nope, okay, obviously can't do this. Unlock. There we go, thank you. Pretty basic stuff. Ah, nuggets. Forgot to open the door. Quelle surprise, it's raining again. We've got really good FPS right now, 54. Which, considering it's raining, is quite impressive. Oh no, it's dropped down to 40. 40 FPS at present. Okay. Handbrake off. Cab light off, passenger lights on. And away we go. I always seem to start at this bus stop. Oh, it looks like the rain animation has returned. That's good to see. Technically, that route would not be that busy because it connects residents to the workplace. You're absolutely right, I guess. Unless, like Portsmouth, the docks were also a sort of holiday destination, then you could argue perhaps it would be a bit busier. But yeah, I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right. Probably on the money there. A small increase at best. There's my wheel cam. Bring my wheel cam up. Wow, what's the hold up? This is a bad bit of road actually. I might have been better suited just to carry on down there. Oh, how do I go third person cam? I can't remember. Doesn't look like I've got a button bound to it. Oh, I guess I do. Well, I can't back up now, so in for a penny, in for a pound. Actually, that's not too bad. The lights have changed and we're through. That's pretty good. As long as traffic kind of maintains this pace, we'll be all right. It's much harder to see in the rain. Okay, so we're swinging left here. Just as soon as I can. Catch that green, catch that green. Nice. Seeing flipping potholes in this rain is really difficult as well. There's so many reflections and shadows on the floor. It's easy to get distracted by something and not see the pothole. There's one, I think. How's the audio sounding, by the way? Getting some really weird noises coming into the cab, like overzealous crickets. And hey, G Cooks, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for the cheer or bits or whatever the hell they're called. Still learning my terminology when it comes to Twitch. Do apologise. Whatever it is, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sounds fine. I'm just hearing vehicles going past and they sound really loud. It's really odd. Day regular 2 of. There you go, sir. Thank you for having the correct change. Thanks for the host, G Cooks. Much appreciated. Is that it? Just 2 tickets? Really? It's all those people and only 2 gone on. Passengers listening to really loud music, so we'll stop.
The reason, oh, I am sorry.
You are sorry, no problem. We're all good here. We're all good in the hood. Nobody really minds loud music. Will you turn that bloody racket down?
Are you going to the old sawmill this Friday?
No, sorry, I need to work on Saturday.
So, as part of update 2, I was going to say, AI traffic is meant to be a bit more aggressive and proactive. Sorry, I'm going first. Not just with the bus, but with themselves as well. Oh, seriously? Thought I'd avoided that pothole rather nicely.
Oh no, I fell asleep.
You wish you could map buttons to the ticket printer, then you wouldn't need to use a mouse so much. You can. I say you can. I suspect you can't. If you mean buttons like the G27, I suspect you can't. But I was thinking about this the other day. There is the opportunity to bind it. Oh bloody hell! Look at this. Ridiculous. There is the opportunity to bind it to buttons, like on a keyboard numpad or something like that. And I was thinking, you can get these USB numpads that you plug into laptops and the like, and I think that would work rather well for that particular purpose.
I forgot to get something for
I was contemplating setting something like that up. I don't know whether or not you'd be able to do it with the Stream Deck here. That might work as well. But yeah, I think there's an opportunity to do that. And although key and button binding isn't exactly brilliant at the moment. Ah, the coins, not the tickets. That's a good point. That is a fair point. Yeah, I don't think the tickets are
The rerun of season 15 of Ultra Passion
available for that.
revealed so much about
Yes, you're right. You are correct on that point. Maybe it's something they can implement later down the line. I mean, it wouldn't require a huge amount to implement, I don't think. You've already got buttons mapped for the coins. You don't think tickets can? No, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right there. They're pretty open to hearing weird noises. They're pretty open to suggestions, so maybe next time I speak to one of the devs, I'll just sort of drop that in. Or just drop it in on Discord, maybe.
I think you missed one over there.
Oh, come on. I went over that so slowly. Sometimes I can't veer into the other lane to avoid a pothole. I do apologise, everyone. Sometimes you just have to go over it carefully. Well, that's 2 potholes I've hit in this run already. No, dude. No, dude. No. Crikey. Moses. I know they said they'd be more aggressive, but there is a point where they become psychotic. Okay, And we're late. Why are we late? What the hell happened there?
It's really raining cats and dogs today.
Single, regular, 3. Blimey. Speed this up a bit. Week, regular 1. Day, regular 1. All done. Splendid. Thank you. Oh, wow, it really is tipping it down. What was that noise? Sounded like something jumps on the roof. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even see that one. Late again. Crikey, I don't think I can make up this time. Whoops. See you. Week regular 1. There you go. Thank you. Is that it? Just the one ticket?
It's so annoying to work freelance for a foreign company.
That's pretty snappy.
Tim's birthday party yesterday.
Alright, let's put my foot down then. Hope for the very best. Pothole. So the front wheels on this bus then must be much further back than I'm anticipating. No, they're not though. So what's weird is when I'm hitting a pothole, I'm not hitting it with the front wheels, I'm only hitting it with the back wheels. Which kind of begs the question, how am I doing that when the back wheels follow where the front wheels go generally? Gonna have to investigate that a bit, I guess. Right, so we've got a bit of distance to cover, and then it should be, oh crikey, 2 final stops. Trying to keep our speed around about 50. Keeping an eye open for pedestrians and lights and traffic as best I can in these treacherous conditions. That's a green light. Green means go. Damn it, I am speeding.
Winter.
It's a good run down there. If you don't get held up. Norkiewicz 88 is now hosting you. Thank you very much for the host. And apologies for totally decimating the pronunciation of your name, no doubt. Apologies. But thank you for the host. Much appreciated. Right, I think I can open her up down here a bit. 70 mile an hour top speed. I'll keep eagle eyes for potholes. I thought that was one then. There's one. Whoa, crikey. Flat out again. That's a pothole, I think. Just got my foot on the brake there, just enough to bring us under the speed limit in time. As I pass that speeding camera. Another pothole missed. Doing pretty well there, considering we hit every single one on the way in. Okay, so we're going to the port for the very first time.
I feel like I'm in a game.
22 FPS. I've got to say FPS seems to be quite solid. A bit low, but solid. And in terms of update 2 and performance enhancements, crikey Moses, almost didn't get the brakes on in time there. It does seem to be less stuttery and a bit more stable, albeit the FPS being down as low as 15 right now, with the rain and the AI vehicles and so on, which isn't ideal, but it doesn't feel like you would expect 15 to feel. It doesn't feel stuttery and slow. I mean, it is a little bit stuttery and slow, but not as bad as you might expect it to be.
I'm still not sure if I wouldn't be faster.
And also don't forget, I'm recording and streaming at the same time, so that's going to have a significant impact on performance. Bonjour, fellow driver. The sound of the port is pretty loud in my ear. Single, regular, 2 off. Does that not sound really loud to you guys? The regular quantity 1, 2, 350, 280. Single, senior, 2 off, 140. Single, got it wrong. Regular, 3 off. Yeah, it is a bit loud, isn't it? Single, senior, 1 off. Single, regular, 1 off. Nothing at all. Lovely. Well, in terms of number of passengers, it's been pretty good. That really needs to be more instant, because there's a good second to 2 seconds there where I can't actually see the road, and that's not good for anybody. Pothole, pedestrian, speed bump. I didn't see it in time. Blast.
Seen Stefan in a while.
Final stop, guys. Everybody off. too late. So we're not going to make good money on this. I got it down to 239. Not bad considering it was up in the 340s. Wow, that's epically loud. Can I do something about that? Audio. Ambient volume. Let's drop that down to 0.5. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Right, okay, good stuff. Oh, that's far more pleasant. Right, let's get this bus back to bed. Still quite loud. I mean, not necessarily loud, but I mean, that should be considerably more muffled whilst we're inside the cab and all the doors and windows are closed. I'm sure it's a noisy experience, but that just seems too loud. And it's not just that that's affecting it either. Like the crickets are equally as loud and quite annoying. You didn't know why people were complaining about the potholes until you unlocked the second area and now you're hitting them all the time. Yeah, I think the pothole idea is a brilliant one, but I think they ought to be dynamic, and I think there should be less of them. So let's say on the entire map there should be no more than 5 at any one time, and every time you complete a run, i.e. complete a week, 1, 2 or 3 of them should be repaired, so you can say, oh look, they've fixed that pothole on whatever road. Am I turning here or the next lane? I can't tell. Is it here? Am I going the wrong way down a one-way street here? No, I'm okay, good. Yeah, I think they should be dynamically repaired over time, so that you can say, oh good, you know, that one's been fixed, this one's been fixed, but then new ones pop up randomly, but never more than say 5, or you know, whatever number feels about right. I think that would be much better than every time you drive this route from now until the end of time you will always have potholes. And another thing they need to sort out is this, look. Why is it still raining indoors? Or is it kind of ebbed off now? It's ebbed off a bit. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll stop complaining about that. Oh, there we go. Lights off, into neutral, handbrake on, engine off. Open those doors. Go clean the bus. Ah, it's so weird. Every now and then the button on the controller doesn't work, or doesn't register. That wasn't the best run in the world. Phew, 3 stars. That is bad. 4 potholes hit. Too late for 3 bus stops. Hit a speed bump too fast and left indicators on whilst driving straight. Yeah, well. Whatever you say. Did we do it? No. What did I not do? Oh, 4 stops. I really got to start reading these properly. Goodness me. And has it got to be in that order? Seagward, then Oakville, then Port Amber. Because it makes so much more sense to go that way. I'm going to test that. and just say, right, Oak Street, Oakville Central, Siegwalden, Siegwalden, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Let's do that test instead. Should we buy a new bus? No, I need to be level 12. So we're almost there. Maybe after this run and I'll have my first bendy. That'd be nice. Okay. Not too long to go then. That's good. I always forget to open that door. Handbrake off. Into gear. Engine on. Doing this all back to front now. Cashier light off. Cabin light off. Passenger lights on. Away we go. Any news on the next thing for Fernbus? Well, obviously there's been the recent, I forget what they call it, like the rebranded relaunch, or whatever the hell they've called it this time. That's come in. I actually haven't had a chance to look at that yet. I've watched a couple of videos, but yeah, so there's a lot of HD environmental improvements. I understand that I had a problem with the comfort class vehicles. I felt that they were a bit sluggish. Apparently that is what they're like in real life, but I wasn't overly convinced of that. And it seems like the physics of all coaches have been improved, which is good. Can only be a good thing. Oh, seriously, have I gone the wrong way completely? I thought I could turn left there. Obviously not. And I can't turn left there either. Alright. We're doing a detour, guys. Scenic routes. I was trying to avoid that traffic. It seems like I can skip one road, but not more than that. Anyway, in terms of stuff that's coming sort of on the quiet, there is a lot of work going on in the background. Unfortunately, there's been a few delays to the holiday game, the Fuerteventura game that they announced a little while ago. I don't think that's going to be released as quickly as they initially anticipated, which is a good thing, I think, because bearing in mind when Fernbus came out, it was like, oh yeah, this is fantastic, but what can you do? It's like, we didn't really think about what you could do. Whoa, dude. So I'm glad they've delayed the release rather than release it and add stuff as they go, because they did that with Fernbus, and rightly or wrongly, people did not appreciate that. Have I put the flipping retarder on? I don't think I have I? No. That would explain why I feel like I'm driving like Nigel Mansell at the moment. So other than the HD environmental updates and the physics updates, which I've yet to test out, there's nothing imminently exciting to sort of tell you about. But yeah, I think there's a lot of advancements coming on the bus, which we'll see in Fernbus before the release of the bus. So I'm excited still, but no, nothing imminent. Except, of course, for the holiday bus thing, Fuerteventura. Terribly sorry. Sorry. I've got a bottle of water, but it's all the way over there. Next time I stop, I'm going to have to go get it. Right, now I haven't had a 5-star run for about 2 weeks, so it would be nice to get one today. On this run would be especially nice. Now I'm going over it. There you go, see? You can actually drive over the potholes now, which was not available before. That didn't work before, but it is tricky. It's not easy to get it right, it seems, for whatever reason. Maybe it comes down to the bus that you're driving and the width of it. I don't know. See, that one, I don't know. I don't feel like I caught that one as hard as it told me I did. That one, see, I missed completely. Alright. Let's get these passengers on board. Yes, the DLC where you drive a football team around, that has been delayed. I don't know why, I don't know when, but I know that it has been put back temporarily. Now, from what I've heard, which isn't much, I have to say, I don't think it's going to be too long, but certainly I wouldn't be expecting it in the next sort of couple of weeks, perhaps. But that could all change. I've been looking forward to that for quite a long time now. They announced that quite a long time ago. And I think it would definitely add an awful lot to the game. It's an aspect of the game that has been sadly lacking from the start. Sort of whole management aspect and the business aspect, the expansion, the pricing, the maintenance. To be fair, none of that was really planned for Fernbus. And what they're doing, which is totally unprecedented, is effectively building a new game within the existing game. They're almost rebuilding it from the inside out, which is 100% not the way it's done. Ordinarily you sort of ditch it and go with a new game, but which they have done effectively as well. By creating the bus, they have quite literally started building what could arguably be called Fernbus 2, but what is totally unique and unprecedented is that they have taken the... I knew you were going to cross. I knew you were going to cross. If you just stay there until I can get out of your way, then we'll all be good, alright? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Okay, that truck's gone. Perfect.
Just got it. What is big?
So yeah, they're using the base game, which is Fernbus, in order to start development on the bus, and then as they enhance and improve and rebuild and redesign certain aspects of it, they're porting it over to Fernbus as well, which is, I've never heard of a development team ever doing that. So I really do appreciate it. But on the other hand, you know, you can arguably and quite rightly say that Fernbus was quite expensive for what it actually delivered, and that these features should have really, honestly, been in there from the start. So all they're really doing is providing the core content of the game very late after release. But I am glad they're doing it, and I am excited to see it. Kind of like, it should have been an early access game, Fernbus, with all the development and stuff that's gone on since release. But I'd say it's a far more accomplished, much better game now than it was before. And I still maintain that the motorway driving feels the most authentic to any sort of driving experience that I've had on simulators. Although, having said that, ETS2 now, with its dynamic incidents and solid 60 FPS performance, is definitely winning me over. It's the whole ETS2 experience is a much nicer, more polished one than it ever has been before for me. So it's good. I think the whole simulation genre is really heating up and really looking pretty exciting on all levels. Did I ever try it on the road? Yes, I did. Actually, I put a fairly detailed gameplay review on the channel. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you go check it out. But bear in mind that there's been 2 semi-significant updates since that video, so it's not 100% up to date. But I haven't seen anything significantly different that has sort of warranted or justified a new update video. But yeah, I have, and it's very similar to Fernbus if you haven't tried it, in terms of looks, graphically, and yeah, it's interesting. Some aspects that are not in ETS2 are in on the road, like being able to get out of your truck, which is kind of cool, although in all honesty at the moment it doesn't seem like there's anything you can do with the truck, so it's almost a bit pointless. And you know, if you were looking at on the road, if you're looking for a trucking simulation and you weren't sure between on the road and ETS2, hand on heart, ETS2 is the better of the two. Even with all its failings and, you know, the inability to get out of your truck, it's still the better game by a long, long way. Especially these days. No, you didn't. Jeepers creepers, dude. Jeepers creepers. Speed bump. Too worried about the flipping crazy AI. What's going on here? Is that an accident? It is. Squeeze past. Thank you. dynamic stuff like that on the road, I think, is brilliant. And I've got to say that the first time I ever saw dynamic road instances was on Fernbus, I think. Now they didn't do it to the extent that everybody else has done it, but yeah, claim to fame, I suppose, for Fernbus. It's the first one to sort of implement any kind of dynamic road changes, and everyone's followed suit and really expanded upon it, I guess. Oh, total stutter, complete crash. Have I lost the stream? Is the stream still there? I didn't put the wheel cam on. Yeah, I think the game has crashed. That looks very broken to me. You have on the road, but you're waiting for more updates. Yeah, that's pretty much how the game is. Well, Bus Sim 18 has just crashed on me. God damn it. That's annoying. Just try turning that back on and see if that fixes it. Stream is frozen, yeah. Can you still see my hands moving or not? Hello, big man. 2014, by the way. Where's my wheel doing, look? Oh, God. Oh, sorry. What sound are you guys getting? I do not know what my G29 is doing right now. Everything's gone a bit skew-whiff. Oh, God. Okay, well, guys, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream a bit there. We seem to have gone into complete meltdown this end. Not sure what's going on with everything. G29 has got a mind of its own. The game has crashed. You're all saying that the audio has gone a bit crazy as well.